Yeah.
Whew. So I thought this was interesting because now me and my cousin, we agree on majority of everything. There's a few things we don't, but this is one of those things that we still agree on. I don't know why. Out of all the years that went by, that James Cameron wanted to make not one, but multiple sequels for this damn Avatar movie that now is a series. But news has come out. If Avatar 3, Fire and Ash, does not live up to its expectations or hit the sales that it should, that'll be it for the series. Disney will not foot the bill for the remaining two. And he will just come out, swallow his pride, and make the last two books and go from there. My whole thing is, I don't know why that wasn't a thing in the first place. What is the significance of this? We saw the first movie. It was interesting at the time. It made me realize I don't like 3D movies. They hurt my eyes. And yeah, I'm just not big or see the huge appeal on this Avatar series. I get what it was trying to do with the first one. It came and it went. I don't see the need why it has to come back. We have reported on such news like this in these last coming weeks. The belt is tightening, people. The fat is being trimmed. If you are not performing, you are getting axed or you're not getting any more money. And with the amount of, I wouldn't say controversy, the amount of things that Disney has on their plate right now between Disney Plus, the services, the shedding of the subscribers, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So I'm surprised they're even still willing to continue in this endeavor. But Trace, how do you feel and or take this news of the Avatar? One, how do you feel about the Avatar movies? Let alone, are you looking forward to more Avatar movies?
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've watched all these movies. I've only watched the first one because I think I was in middle school when the first one came out, and
Damn.
and I was an adult when the second one was out, and I was just like, why? I always thought Avatar was an isolated story. It didn't need sequels. It had everything
Mm-hmm.
that it needed, and Avatar at its time when it was released was revolutionary. The how good that the animations looked, and it still was like kind of live service. I mean, not live service, live action. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful movie. It pushed capabilities of filmmaking at the time. Like it pushed it more than its natural capabilities, I should say. And it took a lot to develop the first Avatar, and it takes a lot to bring these sequels into production, and that's why I think this movie in particular, Fire and Ash, is kind of looked at as a make it or break it. Now, is that fair to this movie? No, I don't think now. When you get to Fire and Ash, you're talking about, oh, this is make it or break it for you, blah 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 blah. Like, because I remember at one point they was like, listen, we're pumping these things out. There's going to be one coming out Christmas for the next 5 years. I think I could be wrong in the amount of years they said, but I remember saying it was like we're full steam ahead in this universe. And to now get to Fire and Ash, even though they delayed the other Avatar because of the whole situation with COVID, they wanted to make the most amount of money possible, and you could not do that during COVID because people was watching it from home. You couldn't get the box office sales. We all know what happened in that time. So I just think it's unfair that Disney is treating Fire and Ash like this. But listen, like my cousin said, we've said they're tightening up on the pocketbooks. They're not about to continue to put all this money behind a product that isn't going to turn a significant, and I say significant because Disney expects are significant, not just breaking even, not just making $1 million on that. They want to make hundreds of millions of dollars of profit from their Avatar series. But what do I think? What do I think? I think the honestly, ultimately, I think the franchise is fine. I just think this is a scare tactic. I don't know, to the maker. Maybe he spent too much money. But let me just go through the tea leaves. The project is being positioned as a make it or break moment. It's either a full brand revival or proof of a franchise can't recover. Stakes are way higher than a normal release. Why is this a massive risk? Well, heavy investment, marketing, development, franchise reputation, and how much it costs to make these movies. The price is so astronomical. And if it fails, budget cuts are likely. The studio future becomes uncertain, and franchise could get shelved for years. Why success could change everything? If Fire and Ash wins, the franchise becomes bankable again. Expansions ready, sequels ready, could trigger spin-offs, live service support, movie shows, crossover. So basically, they're gonna drain the life out of the fucking franchise if it continues to make money. What could kill it? A weak launch performance from Fire and Ash, poor reviews, technical issues, Zation backlashes, overhype, not matching reality. Why fans are split. One side says this is the comeback. The other side says we've heard this story in the last two movies. They need to bring something new. So trust is very much up in the air. The big debate is Fire and Ash gonna turn a meaningful profit, or will overhyped gamble cost Disney millions? And I just want to point out that the Avatar: The Way of Water that came out in 2022 made over $2.3 billion
Billion.
worldwide. All this little patty whack talk about, oh, so much shit is at risk. Listen, the last movie made $2.3 billion, so it's really fine. Now, will Disney expect this to make $3 million? Because they always want more and more money. We've reported that. And Disney, listen, I don't think Disney can ever come to Avatar and talk shit, because I keep saying live, so those live action Lion Kings and all the other shit and horrific. I think they did the elephant one too. Like, them things are horrific. But
Yes, they are.
Disney is just has such high expectations. They literally sucked the life out of the Star Wars franchise and made it fucking irrelevant in modern time, because how much they was trying to push out unnecessary as content to make a motherfucking profit. They've done that with all their IPs up to this point. And Avatar is just the latest one at the chopping block. And it's not even that it's gonna be chopped, it's the fact that they'll probably not invest as much money in the production. Because the production of these movies, well, let me not say movies, but of Avatar: The Way of Water was $250 million. A lot of money to make an Avatar movie. And I'm not saying the movies aren't good and they're not success, but you flipping a bill for 250 million, and that's a lot in 2025, even going forward. And so yeah, listen, if this next Fire and Ash, and I listen, they've been pushing the promotion, because literally on every football game, on every basketball game, the little streaming service that I don't pay for ad free, this movie is getting promoted. Even in New York, like, this shit is already on buildings and stuff. So the marketing team, the marketing funds are probably another $100 million on top of that. So you're looking at $350 million. That's a lot of money. Listen, I honestly don't know if Fire and Ash does 2 billion in sales, if that's going to be enough for Disney. And that's really crazy to say, because $1 billion movies, even $1 billion movie making movies, does not happen every day. That's not a rare occurrence. So I just think Disney, it all depends on Disney's expectation. Are they cool with another movie making 2.3 billion? I think if it goes under 2 billion, yeah, Disney is going to reevaluate how much money they put in this branding going forward. But and that's just really sad, because a $2 billion movie is a success to 99.99999 other businesses besides Disney. Disney would be the only mofos that look at a $1.5 billion movie and think it's not a success. That's really it in this whole contents, and that's what's been saying. Avatar movie is going to do a billion regardless. Now, if it reaches 2, if it reaches 3, I don't know. We'll really have to see. I think it's really shitty for them to say this now, when everybody's dealing with some type of financial woes with life. Everything's is so expensive. And then you expect a mofo to spend $20 per person you take to the movie theaters. You just expecting people to come while they dealing with other stuff, and it's the holidays. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I just think it's really shitty for Disney to even put this out there, because you already kind of telling people you don't know if you believe in your product. Listen, fake it till you make it. Don't put shit out there that makes it seem like you don't know if this is a good product. People have complained about the villain and the rinse and repeat kind of elements of the story. I can understand that, but I don't know if that's going to be a reason why people don't go watch it, because I mean, it has the benefit of being probably the number one brand that comes out during that Christmas-ish area. And some people just go to the movies just to get out the house after they open gifts. We'll see. I think it's going to do a billion regardless, but will that be good enough for Disney? I don't know. I don't think Disney has the right to say $1 billion isn't enough when you compare some of their latest releases, especially with Marvel. Marvel is not making the money it was after, I mean, when Endgame and Infinity Wars came out. So how can you expect everything else to try to like bridge the difference because of your fuck ups and how much you've drained the life out of Star Wars and Marvel branding? That's your fucking fault. Don't blame the product that you was all supportive of until now that you're looking like, oh, we're not making billions of dollars. Well, you're not making $1 billion worth of movie. It's not good
So,
enough.
so I got a question because the first movie made billion. I believe it was the
It's the
highest
nu
grossing
Yeah, it is.
before Endgame,
They
and the
re-released it to
second
make
one,
it the top
yeah,
grossing again.
yeah, and the second one has made billions. What would how can I word it? What would cause James Cameron to worry that the third film would not live up to expectations or the pedigree that his predecessors to make him worry that okay, well, why wouldn't this one gross billions? You know what I'm saying?
Just
Because
just like I
clearly people
said.
are coming. Clearly
No.
people are coming to see these damn movies.
Hey, but you know what's being tossed around everything? Due to microeconomic difficulties, we did not make the
Oh
number of
boy.
profit that we expected from previous release. I think it's the pressure of the just how we are with finances right now. This is not, listen, people can say we're not in a recession, we're not in a depressive financial state, but baby, these companies are not making the money they think they are or expect proof enough. And I just think he's seeing the landscape like, hey, you can't expect this movie to make $3 billion. Like, be happy with two, even though two would be less than the last one. It's okay. And I think Disney is looking at him like, no, we expect more because we want more profit. And if you don't give us more profit, we're shelving the shit. I think he's just looking at, he's had talks with Disney and they said blink, just like Microsoft came to Xbox, bitch, you got this amount of time to get in the black or I'm firing everybody. I just think it's the same thing in a different shape. Disney is just looking around like, hey, this gotta push 3 billion. It cannot underperform the last movie. And he's looking like, well, the last movie was water and this one is fire. So hopefully that's enough. But
I guess I'm just underestimating the greed of Disney,
I
where
don't know why.
and that's true. I don't know why I am either. You spent 250 million and made billions. You made it back and then some. Why push the envelope so hard
More.
to
They want more.
risk potentially alienating?
They want more. They want more. Listen, which I don't know. Disney has such a horrific track record of killing brands, sucking the life out of the fans of the brand. So listen, this whoever's running Disney is just really, really unrealistic. Especially, it's like like ultimately they want to put up less money but make more money off the product. Like. That doesn't go together. But,
It doesn't.
hopefully Avatar Fire and Ash does well. Hopefully the story is not as repetitive as the last entries. And I hope all the best for Avatar because even though I haven't watched the Way of the Water, and I probably won't watch this one when it comes out in movies theaters, I'm probably part of the problem. I still hope it does well. I love the first one. I just thought it was an isolated story. I just don't think
I
it
thought it
needed
was as
all
well
these.
until they started making sequels.
Yeah, I don't think it needed these sequels, but Disney forced these sequels to happen because it made so much money and is still technically the most highest grossing movie ever in the box office. So, but we'll have to wait and see. And we ain't really got that much time because it's supposed to release pretty soon. So we'll see.
It,
After its
I'll say
first 30
this.
days.
I hope it succeeds and the other films are made. And in 10 years, I'll go and watch all of them when they
Oh
come out on a
God.
special edition Blu-ray
I
or
cannot
whatever the case.
stand the Blu-ray won't even be a thing then. Like the fuck. I hate when you
You're
do that.
right.
You
You're
cannot
right.
expect everything to
They'll
come
call
out
it
and
the
then
orange
watch
ring.
it. Like stop that Netflix shit. Y'all mofos has become way too accustomed to waiting 10 plus years for everything to be out. Bro, watch it. If it's good enough stuff to watch now, watch it now. Like, I don't understand that mindset with people like you. "Oh, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the whole season to come out." Bruh, we was raised off Dragon Ball Z. We only got like 10 minutes worth of new episode footage, and then it was like, oh, stay tuned for next episode of the Dragon Ball Z. It's
Stay
just
tuned for
like,
next week.
bruh, now
Will
you too
Vegeta get
bougie.
redemption?
Now you too bougie to watch a season week to week? Is that really? Let's not forget our humble beginnings, bruh. Like, let's chill out. We wasn't
Mm.
raised off Netflix. Like, calm down. When we started watching Netflix, we was getting DVDs in the mail. Like, chill out.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time,
Are you not entertained?